Frank, KG6NLW here, and today I'm going to teach you about HamAlert, the number one stop and shop for your POTA notifications and more. Stay tuned. All right, folks, our first stop on the HamAlert tour today is hamalert.org. That is where you can register and set up your push notifications. Registration is pretty easy. Your email, your desired username, which is usually your call sign, a password, and a random question to make sure that you're not a robot because, we got to watch out for all the robots in the world. Once you're logged in, you'll see a page for triggers. You also have limits, destinations, and more options here. I will go over those shortly. Here is where you can set up different conditions. So say you want a specific state and all of its parks. You come up here to add a condition. You scroll down to World Wildlife, Flora, and Fauna. You hit Park Division. You want to select US because that is the POTA designator for the United States, assuming you are in the United States. And that will give you, if you save it, a trigger for any park in the US set to notify you via the app. Let's go in and edit that trigger. You can add a condition of bands, modes, times, days of the weeks, source of where the spot was made, etc., etc. But let's say you're looking for a specific state. You come down here to WAS for worked all states, and you put the state in, and let's say you need Maine. You select Maine. Now here you can also select other states as well. So it's multi-state selection. So let's say Maine, Pennsylvania, Rhode Island, and Texas. You now have 4 states with just parks on the air selected, and notifications are through the app. You can be notified to Prima, SMS, Telnet, or a URL get post command as well. You can also add different conditions here. Let's say I want to, let's get rid of all these states except for Texas. We'll go with Texas, and I need to hunt my buddy Mike. So let's put in Mike's call sign, KAMRD, and we save that. All right, so over here I have my iPhone and I have HamAlert open. Now, all of these spots are older spots, but you can see that there are spots here. You can go in through the hamburger menu and you get the same page as you did on the website. Triggers, because look, hey, there's my buddy Mike, K8MRD, Texas, US Park Division. Now, let's say I want to add another qualifier there. Let's add a second call sign. Let's add, say, my buddy Frank from Tank Radio, KG5AHJ, right? I can add that. And now, if either of them activate a U.S. park in the state of Texas, I will be notified in my HamAlert. A notification will pop up in my notification bar saying, hey, they've been spotted. Now, as far as limits go, I would say you want to limit your number of alerts to 1,000 every 120 minutes or so. Your mileage may vary, play around with it. You can limit per call sign band and mode, or per call sign frequency and mode, and you can treat SOTA watch spots separately. So there's that. You can also here tell HamAlert, and you can do this all on the website as well, where you want to send the information. Do you want to telnet it, do a URL get post, SMS, Threema, or just in the app? And you can tell it, do you want a default sound blip or Morse code when you enable push notifications as well? I usually have it set to Morse because, hey, what do hams do? And then finally, your settings menu. Here you can tell push notifications on or off. You can tell the app whether you want to display in UTC, which if I go back into spots, now it shows 0729 Zulu instead of local. So if I come back here, select local, and go back to my spots, now that was midnight 29 local. So you have that. You can tell it how long you want to mute notifications for, if you want to clear any mutes on that, etc. And now that we're back over on the web browser, you can see the change I made over in the app for my trigger updated to have tank radio show up as well in the trigger here. But let's say we want to narrow this down even more. We want a specific band. What band? Let's see. We're going to go with 20 meters because why not? And we're going to make sure the mode is set to SSB because why not? I mean, we could select CW, and if one of them happened to pound out some Morse code, we would be notified of their spot as well. CW and SSB will be guessed according to the band plan if unambiguous, meaning if I don't have a band selected, the mode will guess it based on where their beacon was heard and tell you that way. You can pick, a whole bunch of different modes here, including SSTV and VARA AC, which is absolutely fantastic. And then you can save this. Oh, wait, need to select the band again because that's an option. If you don't want it to be an option, you hit delete. So the last two states I need right now for worked all states for POTA are Rhode Island and Vermont. And I think about the only way I'm going to get them are FT8. So I have a trigger set up for FT8, states of Rhode Island and Vermont, and Park Division of US. Now, of course, you can add quite a few different setups if you want. And Park Division, it can be any, and I mean any of the parks in the POTA system. So let's say I want, let's go with VK, right? That's what they, or no, Australia switched to AU. So let's go to AU, add a condition. I want band of 10 meters because that's usually where I get Australia from. And I want time. All times are in Zulu, of course, so you need to make sure you have that set up. But let me show you this one last little thing. Say you need a specific park. You go into park reference. You need to set the park division first. For us, that's US, and then it will load the park reference list, which does take a minute. And let's say I need, oh, we'll go with 2996, which I know is Cedar Hill State Park in Texas. So we'll go with Cedar Hill State Park. And let's say I want a specific person there. Let's go with KAMRD again. Pick on Mike a little bit there. Save that. And there we go. If Mike were ever to activate US 2996 Cedar Hill State Park, I would be immediately notified. And you can set for multiple parks. All right, folks. I hope this video helped you learn a little bit about HamAlert and how to set it up for DXCC, POTA, SOTA, World Wildlife Flora and Fauna, worked all states, and probably even worked all grids. If you have any questions, feel free to leave them in the comments below. I'll also link the HamAlert forums in the description below as well. If you liked the video, please hit that like button. It really helps the channel out. And if you haven't subscribed, why not? This is obviously a great up and coming YouTube channel. Until next time, I want you to POTA on and 70.